Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with a lesson entitled No Truth, No Mercy, No Knowledge of the Most High in the Land. This lesson was inspired by the brother GMS dedication, the water for this post. All right. As soon as I saw it, it provoked me unto good works. Okay. All right. So the lesson for this thumbnail, right, comes from Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land." All right, and this land, right, is given into the hand of the wicked, Esau, Edom. All right, and when you look at this thumbnail post, all right, let's look at these points. It says a country run by banks will always be in debt. Healthcare run by big pharma will never cure disease. A state run by war will never know peace, and a nation run by media will never know the truth. Okay? All right, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? Now, it should not be hard for you to understand that the elite, okay, the so called elite of this earth happen to be at the forefront of every major business sector. All right, and more specifically, we're talking about Amalek. Okay, so they're at the head or the forefront of every business sector. They're at the head of law, medicine, education. Um, did I say finance? All right. If I didn't say finance and entertainment. Okay. So the entertainment includes the media. Okay. So they really don't fit, the scriptures. They don't fit the Bible. Uh, Deuteronomy the 28th chapter says that the children of Israel, all right, was going to be the tail, all right, and not the head. They were going to be the borrowers, okay, and not the lenders. All right, and these are curses that are upon the seed of Israel until Yahushua returns. Okay, so they're clearly not the people of the book as they portray themselves. All right, so the wicked uh, Esau, Edom, they rule this earth. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. During the Renaissance period, you also had Esau, Edom, practicing what's called iconoclasm. All right. They took the icons and they painted the likeness of themselves into those pictures. All right. And gave you a version of a leprous Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. No account for our labors. Okay. Esau, Edom, all right, stole us, all right, from our land, all right, and put us in slavery, all right, and there was no payback, okay, for all the labors. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. All right, this country was founded off of slave labor. Okay. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. All right, and what's that's talking about us going up in the chariots. All right, they're gonna see it and they're gonna be scared because they're gonna be like, "Oh damn, what did we do? Oh shit, what did we do?" This is James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl, for your miseries shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, or the Lord of armies. All right. And the Lord's armies is going to come, all right, and gather up his children. And guess what? Then he's going to wreck shop. All right. Big Pharma keeps you sick. The money is in the treatment, not the cure. All right, no one's trying to cure diseases. Okay, Esau ain't supposed to make no money off of curing no disease. He want to keep you sick. He want to mask the symptoms for as long as possible. All right, and keep you on a string and keep bilking, right? You're the insurance companies. Okay, so the money is in the treatment, not in the cure. Psalms 58:3 says that the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay? Um, just this whole propaganda that we had in 2020. Okay? Now here it is 5 years later, and none of what they said was true. Okay? But you did have people subject themselves to that prick, and they're not here anymore. All right, and you still have people having complications even up into this time. Okay, but if you speak on it, they'll tell you it's medical misinformation. All right. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. All right, by thy sword shall thy live. Okay, Esau Edom was given the sword as a blessing. All right, he sold his birthright to Jacob. All right, and he came crying. All right, and asked his father Isaac, "You ain't got no more blessings? Don't you got a blessing for me?" All right, and Isaac gave him the blessing of the sword. All right, this is Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." Okay. All right. So after the Roman, the Holy Roman Empire, right? Esau, Edom came back into power. All right, and then he started practicing his iconoclasm. All right, as he began to basically spread out in the earth. Okay, this is an AI overview thumbnail. It says the U.S. military operates roughly 750 military bases in at least 80 countries worldwide. This number is often cited, and while the exact count might vary slightly, it's a common estimate of the United States global military footprint. The Pentagon's published data may not include all facilities, so the actual number could be higher according to Al Jazeera. All right. So the United States military operates roughly 750 military bases in at least 80 countries worldwide. Okay, so that's an example of by the sword shall thy live. How many military installations are in America? From any country, whether it be Russia, China, Iran. How many military installations we have over here? None. Revelation 6:4, it says, "And there went out another horse that was red." Who's red? Esau, Edom. "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." See that? That great sword was in Genesis, the 27th chapter. The media is filled with falsehoods and propaganda. "He that hated dissembleth with his lips." This is Proverbs 26:24. "He that hated dissembleth with his lips." Okay. And that dissembleth meaning you know exactly what you're doing. You're tearing somebody down. speaking falsehoods, right? So he that hated dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. All right. And lastly, America, the whore. Revelation 17:1, and then I'm going to jump down to 15. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns, which is the European Union, all right, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right, those are going to be those nuclear missiles. For the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast. All right. So the beast, okay, is Esau Edom's system. Okay. It says, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, Babylon the Great. That's America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. We just saw, all right, the military installations, 750, okay, in at least 80 countries worldwide. All right. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. All right. And lastly, in closing, Isaiah 25:7. All right. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Okay. So I wanted to leave off with the promise, right? See, there's a promise. Isaiah 25:7 says he's going to destroy, all right, this mountain or the government. Okay. The face of the, destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Okay. So all of Esau's lies, okay, all for profit, it's all coming down. All right. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, shalom.